Okay, breaking news, everybody. It seems that Neace may actually be quitting League of Legends potentially, as he has alluded to on his Twitter, and for a long time, Neace has been saying that, he does not like the League of Legends game, the League of Legends community. So I'm going to get into what this means if if Neace actually quits League of Legends, and also why he might be doing it. And spoiler alert, I think he's doing it because his business is failing and he's failing the climb in Korea. And this is also potentially an allusion to him failing and giving up on his attempt to hit Challenger Korea already. So let's get into this video. And yeah, as you can see here, he went on a bit of a loss streak on his first account they made, and he's now down to D40 LP, almost back into Platinum, which Neace would be very embarrassed to go to again. And on his main account, he is D2 after going on a bit of a loss streak. All of this is right after he came back from a vacation, by the way, which is part of the reason I haven't made a video on Neace in a while. But he has been losing a lot, okay, and he's demoralized. He knows he's not going to be able to hit Challenger. The best he can do was that Masters he got with a new account and a bit inflated games and one-tricking. At this point, he's kind of given up. He's been playing jungle, and he's been losing very, very badly on it, and just embarrassing himself, to be honest. There's no better way to put it. He's not doing well, and he's been saying some stuff. So let's look at his Twitter here. He says, "I got into LOL because there was a lot to learn and do. Nowadays, 30 minutes is nearly decided by misclicked at 2 to 3 minutes, or a guy not giving a shit about the game." So he's saying, when I make mistakes early game, it's like, it decides the game. Yeah, he said it's unfortunately part of what League of Legends is. It's not all of it. You can always come back from losing, but Neace, you being bad mechanically is not the game's fault. And then he says here, this will likely be my last year of 100% LOL focus. And he says that there's too much trolling and stuff like that. So he's saying that people are trolling him all the time, when I feel like Neace is actually more the troll. He always blames people for first picking champions, but then you see him playing stuff like his Nidalee, which he sucks at, his Jace, which he sucks at even more. And Neace is almost the one not giving a shit about his teammates, in my opinion here. I mean, he's been making so many posts on his Twitter about like anti-League of Legends stuff, and he says he just hates it. He says stuff like, "Or we just accept the game is on the block and abuse the fuck out of account swapping and ruining games the moment they get hard." So again, he's flaming League of Legends, flaming the way League of Legends is run, and then he continues to say more stuff about Tyler Wan, and he's just going off on people. He's being very negative on his stream because he's failing on his main account, and this is what Neace is like. Whenever he's succeeding in his solo queue endeavors, it's like he's on crack. But then whenever he's failing, whenever he's not getting the coachings he wants, he's depressed, which is not healthy, obviously. And he's just insane. And here he is saying he's talking about his harassment here. By the way, he says, "I know people think it's funny to tweet that I've been harassed by dudes for months and months," and this is a bit this is not cool that some people are saying some stuff in Neace's chat which they shouldn't be. It's almost funny. This guy here said, crying looking at the chat of Neace, and it says his editor did not censor it out. And so this is a YouTube video I believe he uploaded, and I'm not going to really try to show it here, but some guy said a lot of slurs in Neace's chat. I obviously do not support that. But Neace's editor not editing that out is, it is a little bit funny almost that Neace's editor missed that. But at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks that Neace is facing this, but him whining more on Twitter, it shows that he is really negative and unmotivated. So he's trying to just whine as much as he can and make excuses for quitting the career climb as early as he can. And now he is here saying that he wants Masters and Diamond players to quit the game. And he says, "Don't get your life sucked away for a colorful drug." And he keeps on saying other things and talking about how old he is. It seems like he's having like a little bit of like a depressive episode here. I don't really know what to say. And then he talks about like how brain dead some champions like Talon are, and he just continues to make these posts like this, talking about how bad a state the game's in. And he says like it's just not a very positive one. Look from Neace, and it seems like he may be quitting League of Legends because he's failing on his climb, and because the community is not putting up with this BS anymore, not putting up with this lying about Challenger, not putting up with his subpar coaching and subpar performance in solo queue, and most importantly, he's just not a good person. He lies all the time, and all he does is be a negative person. So I'll see you all in the next video, but this could be a great look into the future if Neace starts harassing another game. We need to make sure that the community of the other game knows how bad Neace is, because, for example, the Fortnite community did know how bad Neace was to an extent, but they did not warn the League of Legends community, as League of Legends community and Fortnite community are very different. So if Neace switches to a different multiplayer game, make sure everyone knows how much of a fraud he is, and do it respectfully, of course. So with that, see you all in the next video.